darlings. I know. How late am I? I am so sorry. Oh, no excuse. I think I'm ready for a break. I know it hasn't been that long since I had my break for my birthday, but I am just feeling really run down right now. I will also say that I've not done myself any favours by forgetting to take my medication until an hour ago. Yes, it's been a bad day. I think yesterday just threw me for a loop, darlings. I really do. Anyway, we're here, still queer, and darlings, we're going to get through this. We got to get through this. We will. I have a sandwich, a couple of mince pies, my leftover cereal bar from yesterday. I got a jug of decaf, a full fat, and I am hoping that the fact I remember to pick up a teaspoon bodes well for the rest of today. So, how are you all, my darlings? How are we doing? What have you been up to? How have your days been? Let's run through a quick howdy doody list. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Angel. Hey, Nubsy. Sim. Oh, my God, Sim. I'm going to take that card off you. Oh, my goodness, darlings. Well, where are we? I'm not feeling unwell, I'm just feeling very low energy. But not so berry isn't high intensity. So I'm kind of thinking, we'll do a bit. We'll see how we're doing halfway through. If we get halfway through today's stream and I'm feeling a bit low, then I might say, right, guys, we'll just have a short one today. But if it picks me up and the fact that I've remembered to take my meds will mean I will perk up a little bit as well. So I've got a ton of Christmas meats with a little bit of schmear of pate in a wrap, which I did quickly a minute ago. I did eat this morning though, so I just forgot to eat since then. Oh, I tell you what though, last night, and again, probably shouldn't have pushed myself so hard last night, but once I finished on stream, I went to cook dinner and I was also making chocolates. But for some reason, the chocolate didn't seem to set as well on the sides. I'm not sure what I did differently, but it's all experimentation, isn't it? And yeah, so they did all crunch up a little bit, but I've kind of packed them all together in tin foil and I'm hoping for the best. I have marked the bottom of some of them to let me know that any that are left over will need to be eaten. You see, they can't wait till next year because they're not professionally made chocolates and they're not sealed either. So, so I have marked the bottom, but whatever I pick out, I eat, whether I notice there's a evil symbol or not. So I will stay true to the spirit, even if there is a little market. Hello, Kylie, darling. Yes, eat, simp, eat, woman. But yes, so I opened up my pistachio spread, which, like I said before, I had a little bit of a funny reaction to some pistachios a while back, so I've slowed down on my eating of them. But when I tasted it, it didn't taste like pistachios at all. I'm a bit dubious now. So I ended up going with the original trifecta of peanut butter, hazelnut spread with some extra nuts in for consistency, and the biscuit spread, sorry. So we do have a full tin. There we go, a full tin. I haven't wrapped them because I'm running out of sellotape and I needed sellotape to keep the cellophane on. So just in case of emergency wrappage, I'd elected not to do additional wrapping. So I will literally just go in blind. I'll probably just reach over and grab it. Oh, Nerbsy! Okay, I'm going in. I'm not going to look. And I've got, oh, hell. It's an original peanut butter cup, and I'm fairly sure I haven't had my share of nasties with these. So I've got a very low hope here. Here we go. Dark green for the lights. Thank you, Sophie. Let's see. What have we got? Maybe that one. That's kind of pale. There we go. Oh no, that's blue, isn't it? Okay, I think that's the darkest green I've got there, but I do like it. I do like it. It's not too, but you know. So Sophie and I have been plotting what we're going to do. Things are afoot. I have research to do. But yes, so we're going to be doing something a little bit different on Friday. It will be Sims based, but we're going to do something a little bit different. There's a lot of it. I've still got half to go. My gosh. Oh! Oh my God. I totally forgot. Hang on. Hang on. I was supposed to turn it back on. That's why. I'm so sorry. Oh, for crying out loud. Why does it never show me? I'm so sorry, but Blurp have changed their layout, and it is such a pain to get to what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Right, I tell you what. Okay, look, who said it first? Who found Trevor first? I haven't got the alert. I will switch it back on tomorrow. Angel, where is Trevor? Go on, Angel, you tell me where Trevor is. And if you're not right, then I'll ask the next person. Yes, he is! I very deliberately hid him last night so that I wouldn't forget to do it today. It's like I knew I was going to have a bad one, isn't it? Here's Trevor. Well done, Angel. Angel, go ahead and pick. You can change your colour. You can make me eat another chockey, or you can change your colour, eat another chockey, and... oh, a hat. You can make me wear a silly hat. So you get to choose, darling. Points free choice. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just... hat. Hat it is. Hat time. Let's go in. I'm going to go down, deep, deep down, deep, deep down. What we got? Okay, well, you go first then. I think technically it was the other one, but that one got wrapped around my wrist, so we're having a fa-la-la-la-la. La-la-la-la. La. It's a strong look. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, so today's been a bit for me. Not the bestest of days. I've literally wandered around the house wondering why I can't get anything to work. And it's because I didn't take my medication, so my poor body was trying to fight itself to work out what needed to be done first. So yeah, so I've kind of ended up just having a very quiet one. I just need to do the address labels now, and the last of my Christmassy bits are ready to go. Oh, bar one thing. But yeah, so I'm kind of feeling nearly there with Christmas now. And I'm eating a Christmassy wrap, so that's good. Yeah, just, you know when your brain doesn't see shortcuts to stuff? That's kind of how it's been for me today. I spent ages just staring at the editing screen, not doing anything. And then I gave up. Went and did something else. Well, I didn't do anything else. I went into another room and thought about doing something. I should have just gone back to bed and had more sleep. I think that's what it is. You're not ready, Sophie? Who's actually ready for Christmas? Who has got their shit together this year? I need to know who you are to employ you for next year. My shopping's all done, bar getting a few fresh veg. But I got all my dates mixed up. I thought Christmas Day was Sunday. It's not, it's Monday. So actually I'm going to get the turkey out on Friday now. So I must remember that. But yeah, there's been so much going on this year that suddenly it's just sort of like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, there it is. Oh. So it's understandable. There's been so much going on. Fair enough, Angel. And that's fair enough, my lovely. No, it's I enjoy that aspect of Christmas, but I also find that aspect of Christmas strangely embarrassing. The whole giving and receiving of gifts. I prefer to give than to receive, even though I love getting gifts. Please don't get me wrong. I love getting the gifts. But I think I just get a little too overwhelmed at giving people, like, the right reaction to their gifts. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes I much prefer other people's birthdays to my own. And I much prefer Christmas to my own because everybody's getting gifts, so there's less pressure to be the one on show. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But I do love shopping. I do like buying for people. I prefer doing it from lists because my taste can be perhaps a bit wacky. But yeah. When we used to, when I worked for the corporate office, one of the women was a Jehovah's Witness. So she didn't do Christmas presents. She got into the spirit of the end of year celebration, but she didn't do Christmas. So she was great fun to have around. She never made anybody come, bring anybody down or anything. And a couple of times she even helped organise the Secret Santa. Because she wasn't going to be buying presents, it didn't matter that she saw who did everything. But it was quite strange getting my head around the fact that for her it was just another public holiday. And there wasn't the pressure to have the family get together and all that kind of stuff. I found it quite interesting because I'm not a Christ Mass celebrator. I am an end of year celebration excuse person. So yeah, but I do love buying presents and giving them. I do. I do think that's part of where mine comes from as well. That people pleasing side, that wanting to make sure everybody gets something that I've spent evenly on everybody so nobody's been, left out or anything. So actually, from that perspective, it's a very sensible way to approach it. So certainly. I mean, in many ways, kids coming along has saved me because I don't buy for parents anymore. I buy for my parents and I buy for all the kids. But unless we're seeing each other and we're going to sit down and do a Christmas thing together, I don't buy for the adults because there's only so much money in the world. So I've kind of cut back on all the adults getting presents and stuff. It's happy birthdays, Merry Christmases, that kind of thing. And that's it. Oh, sorry. Oh. My mic dropped. Mic drop moment. There it goes again. How rude. Also, I've got crumbs all over my titties. Hang on. Let's get rid of them. But yeah, so it's quite interesting, actually, the whole mentality behind the end of year celebration and how it's evolved over many centuries and various religions getting their hands on it. You are not having it today, are you, love? Let's have another squeeze of that. I've tightened this up so many times, it's actually looking like it's going to twang, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the position I've got it in. I don't know. But there we go. Looks like Gregory's going to be working between Christmas and New Year. Not all the days, but a couple of days. But that does mean I can have a couple of days in the office without feeling guilty, so that works out quite nicely. to be fair, Sophie, you've kind of got a big thing coming up. You know what I mean? So you're allowed. But it does get very expensive. It's like the other day, I was talking about my nephew's present. And it was like he wanted a T-shirt. And his mum said, oh, just, maybe a bit of cash so he can go and spend it on whatever he wants. Because he's just becoming a teenager now. So he's wanting to establish his own identity, get his own stuff, And that's absolutely fine with me. I've always loved getting vouchers. I prefer getting vouchers to cash, actually, which is strange. But, it brings together the two things I love. Shopping and me. But anyway, so we chatted about it. I said, oh, yeah, that sounds fine. She said, oh, he's found a T-shirt he really likes. I'll send you the link. It's a really cool movie T-shirt. 22 fucking quid for a T-shirt. I thought, now I've got to put money in. Do you know what I mean? Oh, my goodness. It's nice to be able to pick up the hours. And sometimes I do think Christmas, New Year's Eve and day can be a bit of an overblow, can't it? Greg, we normally do New Year's with my parents. We are this year. And we normally, because my mum's disabled now, I'm disabled. Going out and partying just isn't in the bag. I could eat another one of those, by the way. Can I just mention that? I am so disappointed that's over. I want to go make another sandwich immediately. Anybody else get that compulsive obsession with foods? It's like I'm eating something and texturally and flavourly it was so bang on that now that's all I want to eat for the next 6 weeks. Oh yeah, that's where we're at with that sandwich. And we've only got a little bit of pate left over from last weekend when the temptresses were over. So, there's a little bit of pepper from that salami just gone in. Oh, that was a little kick at the end. Ain't it a kick to the head, darlings? That was quite nice. I literally could go and eat another one, even though I know I'd feel really kind of because of all that wrap. But, it was good. I might have to make another one at half time. Well, that's it. If you're not going out, you may as well do the money. That's what I said to Greg. I've been half expecting Greg's work to ask if anybody could come in because they are swamped at the moment. They really are. And so I was half expecting it. And part of me does want to do some pottering in the office. I need to take down the decks before next year-ish. But yeah, so I'll need to do some stuff. I'll need to organise some stuff. I need to light up Stanley. Stanley, you need to tell me, little boy, if I've not lit you up. He loves a dress up, Stanley. He plays it kind of coy, but he does love a dress up, that man. But yeah, so I mean, I always used to work Christmas Day and New Year's Eve. Because it was good money. It was good money. But then in the end, I just decided, you know what, I've kind of had enough of it. And so I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to leave catering. I'm not a good people person in that sense. So I just didn't really want to be involved in it anymore, which is why I started doing temp work and eventually moved into office work. This is the stuff I should have kept. Oh my God, this is a receipt for the last lot of Swedish fish. Goodness gracious me. Why have I kept these? Aren't I strange? There's no addresses on there or anything. Oh, I'm terrible. I'm such a hoarder. Anyway, yeah, I have got the right glasses on. You can tell this one's got a little zigzag on it. Well, a thicker bit. Can't really tell. But the arm's got a little bit of a thicker bit on it. And is also fits tighter. It doesn't fall off my face. But I suppose you wouldn't know because normally I've already swapped them over. But my normal glasses, fascinating Twitch session for you, darlings. These are my normal specs. So really different. And these ones have got their lambretta. And they've got a little on the inside, which you would never see, but I see and it pleases me. They've got a little England thing on it. Just like... Just silly, because normally I see an England flag and I get quite kind of like, ooh, hackles up, it's all kicking off. But it's a little shield rather than a flag. And for some reason, it makes me think it's a little classier. Classier. Oh. That's it. I mean, I barely drink. I might nudge a glass of wine over Christmas and New Year's. Like that one glass of wine would last me. But yeah, I'm not a big drinker. I used to be. Oh, don't get me wrong. I've had my times. And clubbing, we have done clubbing in the past, but it's never been, oh, we have to go clubbing. It's been, there is a particular thing we want to go and do, or there's an alternate club that's turned up and we want to try and support it and everything. So there's the occasional things, but I was mainly a pub rat, I must admit. Due to my upbringing. Pub rat all the way. Sit round, get drunk, maybe play cards or do drinking games. I was not a big drinking game person, but Harbs a lot used to. And yeah. Oh, scrabbly eggs, nice. Rock clubs. I tell you what, it's a lot more effort going to a rock club, isn't it? I don't think people credit how much effort it is going to a rock club. Not only are you going out to dance and partay, you're going out to dance quite aggressively and partay, but also you're doing it wearing additional kilos of metal and leather. Come on, guys. Metalers are the fittest people in the world, I tells you. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Greg and I went to gay clubs a couple of times. I was very, very welcome. They always used to give Greg funny looks, but I was always sort of like, oh, I thought it was going to be the straights that were trouble. You saying I'm a lesbian? Because thanks. Oh, my goodness. Oh. I tell you what, today I feel old. I do feel old today. But again, my meds are all over the shop. I've really not done myself any favours. But yeah. I was going to watch Gremlins earlier, and then I decided I'd go and make myself some breakfast and sit and have breakfast watching it, and then I got distracted sorting the chockies out, and then I never watched Gremlins. I will have to watch Gremlins. Nah. I love a gay bar. I would happily go to a gay bar or a gay club. So much easier to manoeuvre around, and there's a sense of freedom as well. Also, quite dry lips today, so I'm going to smear this all over the place. Because I fancy a bit of lippy on. Little lip seal thing going on. I've always enjoyed myself whenever I've gone to a gay club. I wouldn't say I go all the time or went all the time. But when we did go, I always had a good time. And always felt a lot more relaxed. And was more likely to be found on the dance floor, strangely enough. I've always had an absolute love of really naff pop music. Which you don't hear a lot at rock and metal clubs, so yeah. I must admit, because I'm quite introverted as well. I'm not a club rat by any stretch of any imagination. I think that's why I enjoyed going to gay clubs, because I could just dance on my own. I didn't have to be with a group of people if I didn't want to. I felt more free to be able to go on the dance floor and less inhibited by it. But I don't like the crowds, I have to admit. I do prefer, if I'm going to go to something like a club, to go to a club that's big, so I don't have that claustrophobic everybody's on top of you feel. Whereas if you go to the smaller clubs, a lot of the time you end up with them being overfilled, so they get a little bit I must admit, I am more likely to be found these days doom scrolling on TikTok, curled up with a good true crime, I must admit. Yes, plenty of seating, Kylie. That's essential. Ain't it, Celia? It was funny when I've gone to gay clubs, I've gone with Greg. You know, we were just starting out. Yeah, and we went with a bunch of friends. It was lovely. I think that's on Greg's list of weird things I ended up doing because of Jake. Going out to a gay club. It wasn't something he necessarily began the day thinking he was going to do. There's a disastrous lack of coffee being sold in clubs. I noticed that much. It's at least the battle to get a cup of coffee in a pub isn't as bad as it used to be. Excuse me, I'm just going to put the silence on this because we is pangan. You know why? It's not an awful lot going on in the world. I missed something. Is that why we ping in? I cannot see. A blind bat on a nipple up a tree. Right. Nothing is happening. That pinging was all for the want of naught. I have to say, I don't know if I would go clubbing if I was looking to date. To breed, fair enough, but I don't know if I'd go to a club looking for someone. It would be a bit of a weird thing. Sort of thinking of the first line of that Ed Sheeran song. You know, you don't go to a club to meet people, so he goes to the bar, you know. Can't remember the exact words, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Bars are a lot easier just to talk to people, I think, because people go out to socialise, whereas when they go to clubs, it is more meat markety.
Coffee.
At least the straight clubs are, I found.
Coffee.
Clinkies! We are the aliens. I'm fairly sure if we were aliens, we'd be much richer than we are now. Aren't the aliens in charge of everything? I'm fairly sure somewhere along the line something's been lost. Oh my goodness. I was always very lucky when I was younger. I've always looked a lot older than I actually am. Now I look younger than I actually am, which is a fantastic effort. And certainly do with this lighting, I have to say. It does me a wonder. But yeah, I was always looked a lot older than I was. So I was able to kind of get away with things a little bit more easily. Plus, you kind of pick up on some of the etiquette, don't you? Living in pubs, so you kind of know how to talk to people and how to act like you're more grown up than you are. I'm sorry, if I've got to be an alien, I want to be a rich alien. Is that too much to ask? Too much to ask? Apparently so. Fuck it, if I'm going to be a green alien, I might be a Grinch. Oh, my best mate, she's a few years younger than me, and she wanted to talk to me for a long time, but she was sneaking into my pub underage, so she didn't dare talk to me. And it was till a couple of years later she actually moved in with a guy who used to be a regular as well. I don't know if they actually met at our pub, but I think they probably saw each other, and then at some point they hooked up at another pub, you know. And yeah, they ended up in a relationship and moved in together just around the corner from where Greg and I lived. And yeah, and that was when she got to start talking to me several years later, because she didn't dare talk to me at the time because I was kind of big, scary Jakey who runs the pub and throws people out by their neck and all this kind of stuff. So and she was underage as well. Very naughty. Oh, simp! I get quite upset if I don't get ID'd. Mind you, I do also use the self-service, so I have to be ID'd, so that's quite nice. They do come over and just look at me and immediately swipe fine, you know, waft their special card and don't ask any questions. So maybe. One thing when we went out to New York, it was me, my parents, and my other best mate, Shelley. And we went over there, and my mum and Shelley had wandered off to organise something, and my dad and me had gone to get a table for dinner. And we went into the place, and it was my 30th birthday a couple of days later. That was the reason for the trip. And we got out there and into the bar, and I sort of said, oh, I'd really like a Long Island iced tea. And they go, have you got any ID? We have to ask. I said, yeah, I've got my passport. Here you go. That's fine. And then and my dad was just sort of like, didn't ask me. I was like, yeah, Dad, I think they spotted. To be fair, I think they spotted. Anyway, my mum and Shelley walked in, and they just sort of, and Shelley said, I just want to stop to get fags, and they just ID'd me. I said, well, keep it out, love. They've just ID'd me to get a drink. And she's like, I love it here. It's always nice to have that. Have those youthful looks. Later in life, it becomes a boon. But when you're young and you look old, part of you's kind of like, shit. Do you know what I mean? 13 going on 30, quite literally. Oh, my goodness. I am feeling so random today. I do apologise. Oh, tattoos. Very cute, Angel. I've just seen your new sim and backdrop. Very cute, darling. Love it. Very Christmassy. Isn't it funny how any colour can be made to look Christmassy? Pink is not a colour I would think of as Christmassy, and yet you've used lovely pink hues there, and it does look Christmassy. Oh. Yeah, I've always thought I was bi anyway. It's only when my friend said, you know what, I think actually pansexual is a better fit for you, because bi limits bisexuality, reinforces that there are only two genders, boy or girl, whereas pansexuality kind of allows for that flow. And it's right. It's absolutely right. I find masc femme very attractive. And I enjoy masc and femme as well. So there's a whole kind of like swing factor that, you know, if you're a masc presenting cis woman, it wouldn't bother me. If you are a femme presenting they, them, it wouldn't bother me. It's kind of just, it's one of those things. So, although many people don't get it, do they? Oh. I think it's just one of those things. It's another label, isn't it? But I do think that the term bi, although now more easily recognised, it's almost as if it's been recognised because it reinforces that girl boy thing. So I do, and pan definitely sits better for me. And it's not something I never looked at because I misunderstood what pansexuality meant. And I couldn't tell you what it was I thought it meant, because now I know what it means. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, that is me. So now I just think me. Oh, yeah, labels suck. Oh. Well, that's it. I mean, to be fair, if somebody walks up to me and they're dressed in a certain way, but they ask me to dress them in a certain way, and then they act in a certain way, I am actually just going to react to them how they feel comfortable and how I feel comfortable. And that doesn't mean my comfortableness overrides their comfort. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong, is that they assume that their comfort is more important than somebody else's comfort. And that's where the issue rises. So just because you're uncomfortable with something because you are incredibly lucky to be cis-het and therefore beautifully accepted in this little world of ours, especially if you're a cis-het mask, you are going to be in a really cool place. But if you're not, if you're the lovely frilly bits on the outside of the doily of life, then you know what? People do tend to buy the doily for the frilly bits, not just for the chunky centre. And that's my theory. That's my theory. So I don't know, poly is something I'm quite jealous. So I have an absolute admiration for people that can function in polyamory, because I barely have the strength to keep up with a Gregory in emotional needs, stability, day-to-day general stuff, let alone everything else. So the idea of bringing additional responsibility, additional joy, additional fun, additional perspectives, that's great. But the responsibility for somebody else being incorporated into your life and being recognised enough, I think that's what would worry me. Would I be able to give enough? Do I have enough in me to give to more than one person? I mean, it'd be lovely to be able to just go out and do you do, wouldn't it? You know, do you boo. But I just don't think it's for me. I'm not sure if I'm not built that way, or I've just been very brought up that it's one-on-one, you know what I mean? But I do find it a bit I just don't think I could give people fair crack. Does that make sense? I don't think I'm enough to do it. Definitely a me problem. Definitely a me problem. Sorry, I've started reading and I've just forgot I was supposed to talk as well. Yeah. I think so. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think, in essential, on a biological level, we're here to breed and keep the series going, keep the race going. It was something I was thinking about today. I was doom scrolling on TikTok, and it happened to come up with the court where they're always testing whether or not they're the father. Amazing woman judge on it. Absolutely cuts through the crap. She's really good and really funny, and she's just gorgeous. But yeah, she's I want to say No, it's not patriarchal court. What's it called when you test if somebody's your kid or not? Anyway, it's a big TV series in America, and it is just focused on getting DNA testing, sorting through why people need DNA testing, you know, a little bit of a chat about their life and where they're at. And one of the things I noticed is how much in these series you see people having multiple baby mamas or multiple baby daddies in their lives. And I'm sort of thinking, oh, that's so confusing and so annoying, and keeping track of everybody and keeping up. And I'm just like, that is exactly what they do in the animal kingdom. The majority of animals, it's the best gets to you first, they pass on their DNA, and then the next season it's the same race and it's the same thing over and over. And I'm just sort of like, have we made just breeding too difficult? Have we? I wonder. I've got a friend who lives polyamorously. See, that sounds wrong. She's poly anyway. She's married to a man and has a boyfriend who also has a partner. And I think, from what I understand, I could be wrong. I haven't spoken to her in a long while. I just follow up on, dip in and out of Facebook occasionally and see what's going on. Just be a bit nosy. But yeah, and from what I can gather, they are. But I also noticed that she has stepped away from certain elements in her family, and I think she's restricted, if not cut off all contact. And I wonder if that part of her life has made them feel too uncomfortable, and she's had to say, well, you're not going to make me uncomfortable just because you can't accept what's going on. And I do think, to be honest with you, all power to her elbow. You know, this isn't a decision lightly made. I know she was very unhappy for many years trying to fit into the little keyhole she was given, and she seems so much happier these days. So yeah, good on her. Good on her. It could very well be shrimp. I kind of like to see it happen, actually. Real life 100 baby challenge. As long as I don't have to bloody do it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I kind of get the impression that if I'd started breeding, I wouldn't have stopped. Once you pup, you don't stop, darlings. Oh dear. It does seem a mite tad excessive, doesn't it? Yeah, it's important that when you go into any kind of relationship that you do kind of have your boundaries set up and you know what you can and can't do with another person's emotions. Sorry, I had an awful lot of pastry sat on my tongue there. So you do have to be respectful. Like, you know, you said you would comfortably live a kind of polyamorous life, but your partner doesn't. And so you respect that and you live that way. And I think if you get into somebody's life, you have to respect, within the boundaries of societal norms, to be, you know, kind of fully respect what their life is and how they view their life, and be there to be a positive rather than a negative. So if you can help that person help them without it negatively impacting you, brilliant, even better. You know, leave them better off than they were before you got there is always the nicest way, isn't it? But I think it's very strange that we have, in the name of civilization, lost track of the essentials, I think. And that is, just don't shit on each other. You know what I mean? If everybody knows going into a relationship that it's just a hookup and accidents happen, then fair enough. You weren't expecting a full relationship with that person, fair enough. You move on with your life as long as you still are accepting of the stuff that goes on because of those things. You know, I don't know. I just find it so frustrating sometimes watching some of these people that are literally just keeping their dick wet with as many different pools as possible. And you do start to think, nah, that's gone above and beyond sexual freedom. Now you're just abusing the system, you know? Oh, people can be incredibly cruel. Yeah, I think it's very difficult to be non-standard, isn't it? Really is. Yeah, I mean, something I've been thinking about, because yet again, I've gone another year without getting my ADHD testing done. And I'm starting to kind of be quite concerned about some of the other impacts I'm seeing. Because as you get older, your brain does get a bit more pernickety. It does have its start and stop points, and it needs more coffee to keep it going, I found. And, you know, but the thing is, if I'm also carrying additional things that haven't been addressed, that would explain why it's getting harder and harder for me to achieve some of the smaller things. It's days like this that I think, shit, should I be starting a new YouTube channel? Should I be looking to do this and that? And I'm like, no, I want to. I'm going to give it a bash. If I don't do it, or I end up just doing it as a once a month thing rather than maybe more regularly, well, what the hell? So you're still doing it. Enjoy yourself. Don't get down just because you're having a bad day. But I think everybody needs to know the parameters of themselves before they can learn the parameters of others. And that's why I think it's very unhealthy for people to be pinned down to relationships at an early age, either because of religious constraints or accidents, parents enforcing beliefs, etc. And I just sort of think, you know, let people explore, make people aware of how to explore safely, and then we will be able to truly understand ourselves and know what we bring to the table. If we're going to be civilized and not act as if we're just here to breed, then we need to reinforce everything that comes with that. And part and parcel of that is helping people to learn themselves and how to explore themselves safely. More sex education is what I'm saying here. I'm trying delicately to say it. I think that's a really good idea, Nicelia. And certainly if you are leading a very different lives, it's not even different, is it? It's just not heteronormative. If you're leading any kind of lifestyle, like for example, if you're into BDSM, if you have a particular other kink that needs to be addressed, keep it legal, loves. But those things, you need to know your boundaries with your partners. And other boundaries, like Greg's got a hard and fast no, monogamy all the way. Fine. To be fair, I don't think I could balance multiple relationships. But it was always from the get-go, Greg's one thing was that. And don't get his willy out in the middle of the pub. Couldn't possibly say how that one came about. But anyway, so that's essentially it. So when you know those boundaries, you know immediately where you stand, don't you? And also you are allowed to keep things private. You don't have to publish the world on the interwebs, do you? Some people do overshare. I mean, I know I overshare because I have nothing else to talk about but other people's business. But it is, I think it's important people know they can put their foot down at some point. Audacity, you say, darling? Oh my goodness. Anywho. I suppose I ought to launch the behemoth that is The Sims. I don't know if I've got a full 4-hour stream in me today, but we will do a little bit of Not So Berry. And then... Exactly. And that's part of being respectful, isn't it? And plus something that you have a private discussion about with... Coffee. Clinkies. You can't share something that's not yours to share. So I think it's important to be respectful.
Says it's dress-up time.
Dressy-uppy time! Let's get another one out the pack. I will retire for la 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 to there. And we have got bows. We've got ribbons. Let's see. What can we do with this? Oh, I must get Greg to bring the ribbon in from the car. My big bow. It's stuck in the car, it is. Oh, dear. That wool I used for the hat is actually a baby wool, but it sheds something chronic. You would have thought a baby wool wouldn't shed, wouldn't you? Because you wouldn't want the baby plucking at it, but apparently not. Right, let's get my bow on. Look like a big baby. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. There we go. I should have a tag dangling off it, shouldn't I? Looking round, I do not have a tag, but let's imagine there's a tag wafting around here somewhere. Oh my goodness, right, let's find our not-so-berries. So, not-so berry. No, Natalia, no. No cute. I'm just pretending to be a present. Okay. Over here, up above, Stanley's Head is the home of our current berry saga. And last time, our little baby aged up. No cutes. No cutes, no capes. Oh, that makes my ears stick out. I don't know why that makes my ears stick out. My ears don't. No, it doesn't. I'm overreacting as always. Always something to complain about with me. Right. So, as I was saying, last time we played Not So Berry. Don't ask me about that for now. Right, so last time we played, we aged up our little girl, and she's currently on her first day at school, which makes me wonder. I was going to get that download, wasn't I? Hang on a second, guys, because I might need to quickly update something, because I wanted to send her to private school, you see. And in order to do that, I needed to have an updated firkin with a doobry. And I remember downloading it, but I can't remember if I put it in place. Let's see. In fact, I'm going to just open up my mods manager. Oh, here it is. I don't think I have I? Okay. Education overhaul. Okay, copy. And let's go to my documents. Yay games. And my mods. Yay! So, I've got the preschool mod in there. I might do is just paste the whole dang lot in. And hopefully that should do that. Okay, cool. Right, now the other thing, it was Wonderful Whims, wasn't it, that just popped up. Shall I do that now before we get started? Wonderful Whims. Wonderful Whims. Wonderful Whims. Oh, that's weird. I'm on in the background. That's weird. Oh, that's weird. I'm on in the background. That's weird. Oh, that's weird. I'm on in the background. That's weird. Just going backwards and forwards. Oh, yes, please. Oh, yeah. Go for some noodles. Okay then. Oh, I can get it from CurseForge, can I? I wonder if that's where I got it from last time. I can't remember which one I got it from last time. Sorry, there was a little fruit fly that had just come in. It's been wafting around the house languidly, obviously, on its last legs. And it landed on my screen and I moved my mouse and it jumped away from the screen. That did make me laugh. You wouldn't think you'd see fruit flies this time of year, would you? Ah, there it is. Yes, Wonderful Whims is on there. So let's get those done. Excellent. So I don't need to do that. Get this done. I feel the earth move under my skin. Da dee da 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 da. Maybe I'll indulge in a day of going through all of my broken CC and getting rid of it. Of course I won't. Terrible. Okay, cool. That's that done. CurseForge has done its thing. Sorry about that, guys. We very nearly started playing a game. Why is that not working? Do excuse me, I'm just having an all-in argument with the mod manager right now. Just want to make sure I've caught everything that needs updating. Oh, there's a few there. I'll just update them. And then we're good to go. Do 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 do. Okay, cool. And should have updated everything. The problem is, every time it updates something, it just seems to get just dumped. And you have to then go in and tidy up every 5 seconds. Such a pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass. Never mind. Right, let's try that again, folks. We're going back in. Ooh, chicken tikka masala. Nice. Pie and mash. Sounds good. We're having veg pasta of some sort. Depending on the aching of limbs. Oh my goodness. Right, looks like we're back in action, guys. Let me just quickly swoof us on over. Lovely. So yes, our little girl is grown, and what I'd like to do is get her into a private school. Because money is no object. So why not? As we discussed last time, Nanny is still there, and Nanny will continue to be there until she's in her teens, possibly about to go to uni, maybe even, because we're going to do a little side quest for Nanny at some point and have her find a little bit of love and maybe go off and have her own family, which I think would just be nice. A nice little round up there. Here we go. Right. Excuse me. I know we said she was going to be a cat girl, but she's getting on so well with Papa. I was watching some older edits I was doing, some of the previous times we've played, and she was playing with the dog and petting the dog when she was a little bean, and it was so cute. Here we go. We are back in the room. Nanny is sleeping it off. Hobnob's fine. Close that. The maid has been. Apparently it's quite hot outside, so I might have Nanny check the thermostat just to make sure we are not running too hot. No, it looks like we're on cool, doesn't it? Is that door intersecting? It is, isn't it? Let me just move that over a bit, maybe. There we go. Okay, Pop-Up's Delight. Let's get these walls down. They are annoying. There we go. So, Saffy is over at work. Nanny's asleep. Let's quickly whiz through, shall we? So we redid her bedroom as well last episode when she aged up. So it's a little bit more mature. There's a lot more stuff in there now. We've got a lot of kind of that crossover cuddly stuff in there. But we've also got a little reading nook. Still got a bed for Hobnob, of course. Mum couldn't resist the spaceship rug. So there we go. So we really have kind of just what should we do? Should we keep her in summer school or let her take a summer break? Nah, let's take a summer break, shall we? I'll take it from that she has indeed, we have indeed successfully updated the school play. Great, everybody's asleep. I want to play and everyone's asleep. That's not fair. Look at poor Hobnob. Hobnob's like ready for action here. Have you considered just going home, dear? Uh-oh, my UI is messed up. I have no idea, but apparently a file. Oh, one of my education overhaul packages is causing arseholery. Never mind, we'll live. Right, lady. So, shall we get the mail and pay the bills? And then maybe we will give Eden a bell. They desperately want me to change career, don't they? Okay. Let's call Eden and have a chat. Want to do that. Should we have another little nap? Need to get her doing more physical stuff, don't we? Damn it. Those flappy bits on my ribbons are in no way annoying, by the way. Yay, food time! Okie dokie. I must assuming I will have to do all of that via the wonderful awakeness of my child. Okay, Nanny, let's get you downstairs. Let's serve dinner. Okay. Serve dinner. What should we have? What should we have? Let's go for Ban Kawam. I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. I know I have to be. It's the hot weather, you know, it just makes you really tired. Okay, wakey uppy time. I know. Right. No, you are not going straight back to sleep. You're sad. Because it was a bad day at school, fair enough. Why am I not getting anything from her? Is it literally because she cannot stay awake? Okay, fine. You're going to go play in the treehouse.
Yibs. Lonely yibs.
She's going to sleep in there. Yep, of course she is. Okay, come on, girly girl. Let's get everybody in. Call to meal. Well, that's a point. I didn't check. Has the dog got... Yes, dog is in fact eating. Come on, you. Get something to eat. Love that. Hi, honey, it's Mom. When are you going to come visit? I put all my love and effort into raising you. You can at least drop by once in a while and tell your dear mummy you love her, can't you? I can't, but it was nice talking to you. I'm having dinner. Come on, get something to eat, woman. Oh, she really is having a bad day, huh? Oh, you bummed her out just because she was supposed to be having dinner. That's mean. Laying it on thick on the poor child. Hobnob's no fool. People learning to use chopsticks, you say? Time for me to lurk around and do floor patrol. Come on, you, munch up. Here we go. Oh.
Amuki flan, grow pibna, shush, wixen, brain chew, savarbuna, sparf, quick alive, spiffa yibs, globe.
Encouraging to hold bladder seems a strange thing. Like, shouldn't you be encouraging your child to... Or do you mean hold bladder until you get to a toilet? It's not very well phrased. What kind of noodles, by the way, Nacelia? Fill us in. Why am I unable to select when I'm her, select herself? So that works, but when I go back as her, I'm not getting anything. Isn't that strange? That's not good at all. Let me quickly I'm going to relaunch the game. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a weird one there. So let me just move back onto the main page. Let me relaunch it because I think something's gone a bit kablooey there. Because I'm able to, when I'm an adult, I'm able to click on the adult I'm playing and get a menu. But when I'm playing as her, no joy. No joy. Nice. Does sound good. Right. Okay, so we're going back in. Myself another coffee while we wait. Oh, sorry, the angler had the jug up there. I couldn't see how much I'd poured. Right, let's go back in. Oh, no, Kylie! Right, I'm just going to reach over. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to grab one. It is. Oh, now this is one of the new ones. So this could be any of the flavours. They're all the same size now. I have upped the ante, by the way. There are more, or a higher percentage of naughty ones now, I should point out. So, naughty and nice Christmas treats. And this one looks like it's peanut butter. It's good, it's good. Very gooey. Even with the increased likelihood we're doing well, I am going to end up with a really shitty run of it, you know that. Okay, cool. Oh, honey. Okay. It seems to be something to do with the education overhaul. I wonder why that is. I wonder what I've done wrong. But that's where I'm getting the error. Maybe I should take that out then. Okay. I'm going to take it out and I'll reinstall it once I've got a chance to actually have a proper look and see what it is that it's getting upset about. So let me just really quickly remove that. I'm sorry about starting and stopping here, guys, but it's really quite upset with me. Am I taking it personally? Of course I am. Where are you? There it is. So, which one is it it's saying is upsetting things? A core package. Wonder whether I should risk just taking the one out or just take the... I think I'm going to take the whole lot out. And I'll pop it onto my desktop. Along with... Did that just copy it? Idiot. What am I like? Well, in fact, what I'll do is... that is the education overhaul. Okay, lovely. So that's saved now. It was. Oh, I'm getting so angry with this. I have the black thumb of death today, my darlings. I really do. Okay, that's fine. So that's set up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that and that. Get rid of that and let's relaunch and just pretend none of this ever happened. Wonderful Whims I have literally just updated, so that should already been done. That's been done via CurseForge, so I shouldn't need to do anything else with that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I need to just read through what I'm doing, because I'm wondering, because it's literally immediately saying it's the education overhaul a core.package, and that's what's causing the bother, and I literally only downloaded it the other day, so you'd be a very full puppy if you had it straight away. I'll have a play with it later and see if we can work out. Maybe I do need to download it again. Everything does change so quickly once you've had the... oh, excuse me. Itchy eye there. Once you've had the new stuff come out and people start to identify where the problems are and everything, it does very quickly start to create lots of different updates being required. So maybe I just need to get myself back out into download world. Oh dear, it just takes so long to bloody load up. Oh, I could be asleep by the time we get started.
Colors!
Oh, hello. What colour would you like, Nesselia? Oh, gosh. Someone's having pie? Who's having pie? I don't think so, lady. Oh, wonderful. That is good news, Simp. I'm so pleased. There we go. I can now actually click on her. Let's have a practice singing, because she does want to be a singist. Meanwhile, let me pop in here. Sorry, being cack-handed. Does that look a bit green? Oh no, it looks yellowy, doesn't it? That'll do. I'll do. Oh, that's not far away at all, darling. That'll whiz by, especially because you've got a little break in there as well.
Wick to born over me, Pandolala smoosh. La 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 la
La la la la la la la la.
la. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Gum 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 do ba. Si wa vo tu he. Kopia guma look di shin go. Wick to born over me, Pandolala
Poor dog's just like, do you really have to? Barbino. When they sing all together, they don't seem to be able to, do they? It is a bender top, yes, I couldn't resist it. So yes, for those wondering, while we're watching a child wawl, singing is one of her little things she needs to do. I'm just bringing up the full list right now just to update you on what our aims are with this boy child. A lot of family stuff with this one, which is why Nanny exists, to create that little bit more support of what a true family should be rather than the slightly odd family we've had so far. But yeah, we have got... Oh, my Word document is arguing with me. There we are. Here, excuse me. Here we go. So we need to have an active slob who is a music lover, who aspires to be a bodybuilder and will have a career as an athlete. She is hearing impaired. I've got left ear here, but I'm sure it's right, isn't it? No, it is a left ear. Idiot. I'm looking at her and it's her right ear, but it's her left ear. She will be going pink at puberty, by the way. This has been insisted upon by various elements. She will master singing, parenting and athletic skills, master athlete career and complete bodybuilding aspiration. She must have 3 failed relationships before finding a spouse and marry a neat sim. Be good friends with all of your children and have a family movie night with your spouse and children every Sunday night. Brackets, make it a holiday in the calendar so that it actually happens. Good advice, I feel. So that's why we're listening to a small child in their pyjamas sing. And on that note, I think it's probably time we sent this child to bed, isn't it? Via a very quick shower, because you stinky. Go to sleep. I'm very proud of you for standing and listening to that child wail on. I don't know if I'd have had the emotional strength. Let's send you to sleep. What are we going to do with you, darling? Let's send you to your room. I'm going to have you maybe sit in the chat rooms for a bit. Obviously, she has to start meeting people somehow, so I think maybe that would be a nice way. She could just go for a chat. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to make a neat sim. I'm not just going to show my gorgeous girl to some townie. Darling. Maybe we'll have a few options and see which one fits best. But we'll make them all neat. We've got to see what her type is, actually. That's going to be fun at uni, finding out what her type is. So yeah, we're actually going to move out and go to university with her. Oh my God, stop singing! Right, okay, that's enough of that. It'll fly by, guys. It'll fly by. Don't you worry. Plus, we've got to get Nanny dating. Get upstairs and start chatting online, dear. I wasn't kidding. We need you to have a social life. Skip forward a few years. It'll be fine. Oh, I'm going to take this bow off because it's really catching my eyesight. Let's see what we can do. Right. Okay, she's in bed, asleep. Why is she not using her computer? Is there something wrong with it? Not you. Okay. Although she reads by pointing. I'm one step away from that myself, to be honest with you. Well, technically she's supposed to age up. It's not so berry. This is not like a quick bang, bang, bang. We've got to like live the life with the sim. I love how Hobnob enters a room with that absolutely perfect dog look of, well, I'm here. Okay, maybe we should pet that dog. That dog appears to be utterly gorgeous and in need of petting. Okay, pet the dog. And then let's have you have a sleep. So many pairs of my random downloadable shoes always end up with that knicker look. Like she's caught her tights in the buckle or her pants around her ankles. Lord edition, I don't know. Saffy! Oh my girl! Oh, Saffy's aged up. See? All of that talking and what you've actually ended up doing is aging up Saffy. Oh, honey. Oh my goodness. Shall we get you sorted, my love? You have aged up. Let's get you. It was for Nanny, but now you're old. Okay. That's it. Well, I don't think we need to worry too much about your jammies, but let's start looking at your normal clothes. No. Actually going to let her take those trousers off for the first time ever. Let's get rid of the accessories. Oh, she has no arse, does she? Bless her. Okay, let's find something.
Griffob.
Hmm.
Ugh. And Fobby.
Oh dear, that is a bad look. I really hate how dirty they do these people. Okay, top.
Mel Shaba.
Hmm.
Stanley
Colours.
says it's dress-up time.
Yay!
Ho, ho, ho.
Dressy up time it is. Let's go with, what's that? Nope, that's fa la 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 la. We've had that. Yay!
Ow.
I've got the massive horns.
Excuse me. Would the lady with the mouse please save the game?
I will save the game once I'm able to. Right now I cannot. Let's see. Let's find something suitable is the phrase I'm looking for. Anything that's going to make her stomach look more prominent is a bit off. I actually quite like that. What else do we have? I mean, there's that, but I think no, that's a little bit too low cut, isn't it? Da 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 da.
Mel Shaba.
Quite like that. No. Okay, let's have another look at True's. Just something so funny about her wearing juicies with absolutely zero arse. I actually kind of like the cut on her, I have to say. Can we have them without the juicy on is the question. No. That's a pity because I think the cut is rather flattering. No, I don't think that top's going to work, is it? Because she's practically every item of clothing just cut straight through it. She's still got great legs, right? She does look kind of cute, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of thinking I would like to change her hair. No. Oh, there you go. See, she still looks like a little teenager to me. Do you think we maybe need to age her up a nudge? think we should maybe go in and have a look at some of the skin details we've got on for her. Okay. Okay, that's good. Right, let's give us some eyelashes, gone past them. That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Agonal.
Don't have yellow though, do they? Although that could be believed to be yellow. Possibly. Let's go back in and see. Oh, yellow.
Fascinoy. Kissib?
Oh, that's more like it.
More.
Kind of almost looks like it's
Hoodaj.
some kind of sciencey, spacey thing, maybe.
Ow!
Oh,
Ooh. Hoodaj.
okay. Let's go with that. Let's have a look. Oh, I do not like that. Okay, let's find.
Enizuk? Yes.
Sweet, but not really. Not really the vibe.
Oh, Lugim.
Oh, gracious. Yeah, and we need something that's got a little bit more support in it, if you catch my drift. Ooh, there's a lot going on there, eh? Mm-hmm.
Yiftame? Oh gosh. Tricky.
Well, that's hardly dressy up, is it? Oh, bless her. It's more green, isn't it? Oh, no.
Nil Shaba.
Gosh.
Wanafesh?
I think I'm going to have to do an old person shopping spree at some point, aren't I? Maybe they'll have something slightly more suitable in No. I'm actually in Sims wear now, and still not a good cut. That's not too bad, right? I mean, I know it's not exactly yellow, but it's better than some.
Enizook?
Don't get antsy with me, darling. We're going to go with these shoes.
Dash.
We were going to go with those shoes. Let's go with those ones instead. Right. Oh dear. Modest clothes. Okay, let's change these.
Ugh. And Fobby. Kissib? Avenor? Hoodaj.
Not enough yellow.
And Fobby.
We've got yellow there. Oh, that'll do us, won't it? Okay, I'm still gonna have to go back to that hair though. That's fine. Well, this is party wear, dear.
Lugim.
I don't like that length, but I actually quite like the skirt. It's fun. Gosh, those crotches are really low, right? Do that, and then maybe we go with like a mini comfy glam. No. No. Oh, that's kind of cute. Although that does look like a name band, so maybe not. I like the fit on her though. Let's see.
Enizook? Dash.
No.
Dash.
I wish they didn't have the whole hip thrust forward thing going on. Is that what I've got her in every day? No, it's not. Let's go with that then. Obviously she's going to wear the same shoes every day. Okay, so this is for swimming in, is it? Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and say no. Looks weird.
Nah. El Shaba.
seriously no buttocks at all there. Poor girl. I just feel like I want to run behind her and scoop those pants up because they're going to fall off any second.
Worried.
Trying to see. No, they're not very flattering. Maybe if we go with these. These don't come in a yellow. Could go with orange. And then...
Ugh. And Bobby.
There we go, we'll do that. We can keep the skirt, but the top we must change. I thought she had just like a white vesty thing, didn't she? I didn't think she had that complicated a top on, so... Definitely would need to be an over rather than an under, I think. Okay, I know it's not that amazing, but let's go with that. Let's give her a necklace. Lovely. And then finally... Wow. Hell no. Ah, fuck it, that'll work, wouldn't it? Oh, I am in pain, guys. Oh. Oh, right. Let's save. Oh no, I can't save, can I, silly lady? I need to go live and then save. I think I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'm so sorry. I am feeling it. Oh, what a wuss she is. What a wuss. Anyway, at least I got the 2 hours in, near enough. Shall we have a look? I'll save what I've done. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but I'm really very uncomfortable right now, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it up and down the stairs again to feed the dogs, and then come back up to play. So I think it's probably going to have to be a finish now. Sorry to be a wuss. It's my own fault. I didn't take my meds, so I'm an idiot. I'll accept no substitutions other than calling me a tit for not paying attention today. And what I'm going to do, let's see if we can go and share some love.
Oh, you tit.
I am a tit. Let's see. See who's on. I can see one of our guys is on. So I think I might do that. Do we fancy a bit of Fortnite? Should we go and hang out with Peking Duck for a bit? And hopefully, if I can catch up on some sleep and some rest, I will be full of the joys of spring tomorrow. Or at least more full of the joys of Crimby tomorrow. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to send us winging on our way over to see Peking Duck. I won't hang around for long. I'll probably just say a quick hello and dive off myself. But listen, guys, have the most wonderful of mornings, afternoon and evenings, whatever it is you're going to do.
First thing in the morning.
I look like somebody squished
my face inside my face.
I am very much squished inside my face right now. Have a wonderful time, darlings. Love you all lots. Mwah. Thank you for being so understanding today. See you all soon.